Hello and welcome to the Heated Bros review of Star Wars The Fallen Order. I must say this game is really good so far. I love the customization that you can do with your lightsaber right from the get-go. I'm only about 7 hours in and I've unlocked a decent amount. I did get the deluxe version, which did give me just a little bit, but nothing game-changing or anything. It just gave me, like, I think a couple gold colors, but I do enjoy it. But this game is very much like Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, where you have to go to a meditation and that will save it. That's how you heal. It'll give you back your stim packs, which heal you in combat. That's how you upgrade your skill. Go to the skill tree. You can see it. I do enjoy the skills tree because it is like a giant map, like old Final Fantasy games, like the newer ones, and a lot of new RPGs are doing this. I really do enjoy that. I do dislike when you get hit or you die. That bar that you see on the bottom, that is orange. That will go back to 0 unless you go find that enemy, hit it, and kill it. Sometimes you can hit and run, but sometimes you're locked in a long battle, so it's easier just to hit, which will heal you, give you everything back. I do think this game is great. Its movement and climbing is like Assassin's Creed, which I do like, but it's more Assassin's Creed 2, which is difficult. Like, there's times where your character will jump, he'll stick his hand out. It's very glitchy, like the first Assassins where your guy would be like, oh, I'm reaching my hand, but he keeps pulling it back up and back up. I think that becomes very problematic, especially when climbing on big story things, like when you have to climb on an AT-AT. It is very difficult when you're climbing up that your character needs to line up just right sometimes, and his hand will be sticking up but he won't jump. But that's just minor gripes. I think that, that's an easy fix or just something to get used to. But I do like this game when you do climb. It's nothing tedious. It's not like Uncharted where it gets a little weird and you can fall to your death. You can actually catch yourself, which is great. I do dislike that it won't tell you where to go in games. You can get lost in just small little areas. It won't tell you what to do, where to go. You kind of have to play around and you'll figure it out. Which kind of gets old quick, especially if you're just trying to do a quick run through, or as I was trying to get some clips in, and it was really annoying and difficult when I'd get a little lost or confused. But I will say the combat is pretty good. Like, you do have a stamina buff, which kind of leads into how much you need to sway or block, because you can only take so much. It is a white line, and then the more hits you take while blocking, it goes down. There's a blue meter for force, and it runs out real quick, and the only way to fill it back up is by attacking enemies. And as difficult as you can be double teamed by enemies, and you kind of need the force to either slow down, push, which is all I've unlocked so far. I do find that kind of annoying at times, but I feel like you can upgrade it. There is stuff that it tells you you can upgrade, but I haven't really reached that. There's a lot of fan service, like you do get to drive an AT-AT. It's right here, as you can see, it is first personage. I really do enjoy it. It just makes you really overpowered. You get to just blow up everything, shoot everything. It's really great. I do enjoy it. I think it looks really good too. This game really has bad looks, and if it does start having bad looks, it's typically because there's like some type of bug where you can't see a character too good, or their jacket's flapping like they're flying. Normally those will take you out of the experience, but the cutscenes are beautiful. Sometimes you don't know you went from cutscene to game yet, because you'll be thinking, but I do enjoy BD1, who's our companion. He can scan things, it gives you more information, it gives you more things, it does help you level up. I do like that. I like and I dislike the free roam. You can go wherever you want, you can take shortcuts that you see, but sometimes it can lead you to a bunch of bosses that you're not ready to face yet, and you'll die, and the hard part is you either have to run back, hit them, so you can get all your experience back, or you take that loss. And that's upsetting, because it's like sometimes you might be saving up for a move, and all of a sudden, you ran into a boss who's killing you. well, now you're losing that experience unless you go back and do a hit and run, or you learn what to do. Finding new enemies is quite troublesome too, because you have to learn their patterns, you have to figure things out. I do find it easier to just like slow them down, start watching them from afar. Red moves mean they can't be blocked, which is a nice indicator, so that means to start rolling, to start paying attention to other areas. I do hate if you start button mashing too much, which is easy to do because it is just the square button for the PlayStation. You can keep hitting it and an enemy will turn red and hit you with a move that will almost either instantly kill you or do really a lot of damage, and that's annoying. But these are minor gripes. These are things you just have to learn, that you can't be like an overpowered Jedi that's just slashing and going crazy on an enemy. Kind of like Dark Souls, you do have to roll around a lot. You do have to just really pay attention to an enemy and understand them. And the more you understand them, the actually easier they get. I had difficulty at the beginning. I probably died a lot from simple enemies like rats and stuff. But I got really good to the point where I could face types of generals and stuff. But that takes a lot of learning, and that's kind of a difficult part. This game won't let you do a little trial with them or anything, and sometimes you'll die and you'll have to go back to the last meditation you touched, which can be really far away, and the worst part is you have to get back to that enemy that dropped you down. If you die again, you lose that stuff. It's gone forever, and that's a lot of experience you can lose really quick, and that's annoying. I do find that I wish there was more meditations everywhere, especially near like when you get in a lot of fights. You can find shortcuts that lead you to other meditations that you found, but once again you do have to backtrack. This game's a lot of forward and back, and that gets really old. My second problem so far is sometimes your character won't grab onto the railing. You'll just fall down, you'll take damage, but at least you don't die when you fall, which is nice. The stim pack, I really have a difficult time is when I'm in fights. You do have to hit up on the D-pad, and it will shoot out, and your character has to grab it and hit himself with it, and that's a long time for an enemy to come up and hit you, so you have to be very strategic when you heal. Like, you can't just be like, oh, let me heal real quick, and then heal yourself. Like, I wish BD1, like, injected in you. That would be really good. But that's just a minor thing in my opinion. It's not really going to hurt the game. It just makes you have to be a whole lot more tactical than you probably should need to be for a Star Wars game. I do find it easy to be overwhelmed by enemies, and you do have to start playing it by smart. You can be hit by a couple blaster guys, you can be hit by a couple of these like shock mallet type guys, these stormtroopers. I think, it's easy to get over them real quick, but you can be overwhelmed real quick. They're very easy to kill, but 3 or 4 of them swinging at you actually really hurts, and being snuck up on kind of is damaging. You don't see everything, and you do have to lock in on 2 enemies, which is annoying. You don't have to, but it does make it a whole lot easier. But there's hidden crates all around, as you can see right here. I wanted to show a quick example of it, that BD1 jumps in, but I do hate that it's the same cutscene, the same 3 words. Oh, what's that? What are you doing? It's like he knows what he's doing. It's really annoying. The puzzles sometimes can be just a little obnoxious like this one, but overall I do think this game is fantastic. I think it's great to have a single player Star Wars game, and I'm not a big Star Wars fan, and I really enjoyed this. It gave me a lot of Dark Souls, Sekiro, and that's why I think this game is an easy 9 out of 10, and I hope you do buy it, and see you next time.